Hi, I'm Jackie Maru. Thanks for joining us today. This class is a short power yoga for strength class, and this class is designed for those of you who have done some sort of power yoga before, because I'm going to cue to someone who's a little bit more experienced. If you're a beginner at power yoga, no worries. Go and try my beginner power yoga video on my YouTube channel as well. If you like today's class, I also have longer yoga classes available on yogadownload.com. Let's go ahead and begin in a child's pose position. So come to your hands and your knees, and then spread your knees out wide towards the outer edges of the mat. Bring your big toes close together, and then reach and stretch your arms long in front of you. And if this is too much on your shoulders, feel free to bring your arms a little bit wider. Close your eyes. Before we start our moving and our strengthening, take time just to slow down and fully arrive in your body. Often our minds are elsewhere. Bring your body and your mind together into the present moment. And just start to become aware of your breath and begin to deepen it. Often when we think of yoga, we think of flexibility. We think of touching our toes or putting our feet behind our head and all that crazy stuff, but really it is just as much, if not more, about inner strength. And that's what we're going to focus on today. And you'll get the flexibility and the freedom too, but we'll let our inner strength start to come to the surface. Because, as I always say, the stronger that we feel in our physical bodies, the stronger we tend to show up in our day-to-day lives, the stronger we feel. Let's find our strength today without tension and with grace. Gather a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And then open up your eyes and make your way forward to tabletop position, all fours on your yoga mat. Stack your shoulders right above your elbows and your wrists. Spread your fingers wide and turn your hands just the tiniest bit outward as you spread your fingers. Cat-cow breathing. Inhale as you lift your chest and look up. You tilt your tailbone up. And then exhale as you tuck your tailbone, round your back, and then let your head and neck fall. On your own, let's go through some cat-cows. You inhale to lift, open and look up, and you exhale to round. Just keep moving through this slowly. This will loosen up your spine top to bottom. We're just going through the natural movements of our spine. This will free up your back and also help you relax your head and neck on the exhale, cat piece. Center yourself here into a neutral spine. Reach your right arm forward for spinal balance. Lift your left leg up and off your yoga mat. So you're reaching through fingers here and you're reaching through toes. If this is too much on your knee, you have a hard floor, you can place a towel or a blanket under there, or even fold the bottom of your mat up. Take a moment here just to feel. It's okay if you're wobbling a little bit. Full breath in. Release to table. Other side, left arm forward. Now right leg extends back. Just stretch really long and lengthen. Draw your belly in just a little bit so you pull your lower ribs in and up so that you're almost broadening your lower back area a bit. Release to table. Downward facing dog. Curl your toes and just send your hips up and back. Move around a little if you need to in your downward dog. Just bending, straightening one leg and then the other. Feel free if you need to, just to bend your knees a tiny bit in your downward dog so that you can find more length in your spine. And then press through your hands, especially the inside of your first finger as you hold your dog. Just let your head and your neck relax and hang here for just a moment. Just breathing, feeling, strengthening. Take a full breath in. Exhale, let it all out. Inhale as you round roll forward to a plank position, stacking your shoulders right above your elbows and your wrists. Send your gaze just a tiny bit forward and really press the mat away from you as you hold your plank. If you're tired, feel free to drop your knees, and that's more than okay. Take a big full breath. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Press it up and back. Full breath in here. Exhale, let everything go. Walk forward towards the top of your yoga mat. Separate your feet hip-width distance apart and melt over your legs in a ragdoll position. So you can make two fists, rest them in the opposite elbow crease, and just hang over your body, maybe swaying right and left, maybe not. Just melt here. Releasing tension, anything you're carrying, any burdens, any mental negative thoughts, just start to release them. Let them go. Release your arms down, just let them hang heavy, relaxing your head and your neck here. Now bend your knees and roll up to standing, taking your time to come up slow. Once you arrive at the top, you can keep your feet directly underneath your hips, or you can bring them all the way together, whatever you're used to in your yoga practice. Draw your shoulders back just the tiniest bit. Lift your chin a hair up. Find freedom in your body and in your standing. As you inhale, reach up to mountain pose. Reach all the way up and lengthen through the sides of your body, but root down through your legs and your feet. Give yourself a full breath in here. As you exhale, take your right hand to your left wrist and lean over to the right side just so that you can stretch the left side of your body out. Release and come up to center. Switch your grip, left hand to right wrist now, and then lean over to the side, stretching out the right side of your body. Inhale, rise up to center, mountain, reach for the sky as you inhale your breath. Exhale, forward bend, bow over your legs. Stretch the back side of your body. You might feel a little more intensity if your feet are together. Inhale, rise, halfway lift. Get long in your spine. For halfway lift, hands can be to the floor. They can be on shins, or they can even be on thighs. Just you want to maintain length through your spine. Plank pose, hands to the mat, step back to your plank. Gaze forward a little bit on your mat. For the first Chaturanga, we'll do it on our knees, so lower your knees down to the yoga mat. Gaze forward, slowly bend your elbows. We're still warming our shoulders. You can bring shoulders to elbow height, or you can hover slightly above. Pull your shoulders back a little bit. Now inhale to either high cobra or upward facing dog, pointing your toes, lifting your chest, and then just drawing your shoulders back. Just lengthen through your feet, feel your breath. Downward facing dog, hips come up and back. Full breath in here. Exhale, let it all go. Another big breath in. Exhale, let everything out. Look forward, either walk or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, bow in. Inhale, rise up to mountain with your arms over your head and just stretch long and tall. Exhale, right hand to left wrist, lean over to the right as you lengthen. Inhale, rise up to center. Exhale, left hand, right wrist, lean to your left. Inhale, rise up to mountain. Exhale, forward fold, just releasing tension as you bow inward. Inhale, rise, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose. To Chaturanga, on or off your knees. You take your pick, bend them slow. Inhale, upward dog or high cobra. Draw your shoulders back a little. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips come up and back. Take a full breath in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, release to your hands and your knees, tabletop position. Now lower your forearms to the mat for a forearm plank. We're going to continue to work our strength in our upper body. Straighten one leg back and then the other as you lift your knees. If you get tired at any moment, you're welcome to drop your knees down. Do whatever you want with your head and neck here to feel comfortable. Press your forearms into the mat. Press every finger into your yoga mat. Now squeeze your legs and your feet in towards each other as if you were going to wrinkle your yoga mat, just to give you more strength in your legs. It's okay if you have to drop your knees down. Just see if you can be with it. If you find resistance, that's okay. Just remember what's on the other side of that resistance. Stay with it. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Lower your knees down to your yoga mat. Press back, downward facing dog, and we'll come off our arms in a moment. Take a full breath in, fill it up. Exhale, let everything go. Look forward, jump or step to the top of your mat. Rise halfway lift, and then forward bend. Stretch everything out. Inhale, rise up to mountain. Reach your arms over your head. Stretch up. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Samastitihi. Spread your fingers like the rays of the sun. And just close your eyes for a moment. And come into your inner strength, to your courage, to your inner warrior. Open your eyes. This time, bend your knees, sit into chair pose, weight back in your heels, and reach your arms over your head. So you're sitting back, belly in just a tiny bit, more so ribs in if they're kind of sticking out, and then lengthen up and out of your waist here, really reaching, creating space. Take a full breath here. As you exhale, we'll do our best that we can this first round with balance. Airplane, float your left leg back. We're going to balance on our right leg, so left leg lifts. You can bend your standing leg, or you can straighten it, whatever feels better on your hips and on your knee. It's okay if you're falling and wobbling all over the place, no worries. Now step back to a crescent lunge, so left foot steps towards the back of the mat. Adjust your feet as you need to find this pose. Hips are square forward in crescent lunge. Back heel can be lifting way up, or it can be pressing towards your mat. Just lengthen and breathe here. You know this pose. See if you can just be in it with a little effort, but also a little ease. Full breath in, fill up your lungs. Airplane your arms as you exhale. So you lean your torso forward almost in the same angle as your back leg, and you bring your arms by your sides. Head of your arm bones, shoulders back just a tiny bit. Make sure your head and neck are just comfortable. Settle in. Inhale, star to the left. So turn your body to the side, bring your heels in and your toes out. Reach up and out of your waist and stretch your arms somewhere in between up and out till you find your star. And don't be afraid to take up space on your yoga mat. Take a full breath in here. Exhale, horse. Bend your knees and sit in to your horse. Shoulders come back a little if they're forward. Work your way in. It's okay if you can't get super low in this posture. We don't ever want to force our depth in any way. Settle in. Breathe for a moment. Inhale, star pose. Straighten, reach, and lengthen. Exhale, warrior 2. Front big toes forward. Settle into your back leg and just soften as much as you can. Again, this posture is strength. This is your warrior. Feel your breath as you hold. Settle in. As you inhale, reverse warrior. Left hand back. It can rest lightly on the outside of your left leg, and right arm reaches up. Engage your right glute to help stabilize your right knee as you reach up and back. Full breath in. As you exhale, Chaturanga, push up, high to mid plank, or you can skip that altogether and just hold plank and go right to downward facing dog. It's your choice. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, downward dog. Inhale where you are. Exhale everything out. Look forward, jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. We'll come right up to chairs this time. Sit into your hips and reach and stretch your arms all the way up. Settle and breathe. Take a full breath in. This time as you exhale, right leg lifts high, so you're balancing on your left leg. Airplane pose. Shoulders back. You have a little cobra in your heart. Find your stability the best that you can. Crescent lunge. Step right foot back, reach your arms to the sky. You can always adjust or lengthen your stance as you need to. Work into the posture the first few moments. Find your sweet spot to hold and then just settle. Settle and breathe and feel. We find strength through flowing and moving, but also just through sitting with it, just being in the posture, being in the moment, no matter what it is. Full breath in here. Airplane your arms as you exhale, lean forward, just a little. Find your strength in this posture, in the back of your body and in your arms, but also your softness. Inhale, star. Heels in, toes out as you turn towards the right side of your mat. Arms come up and out a little bit, just like a star shape. Energize and firm your legs. Draw your lower ribs almost in just a little bit to each other, almost like you're wearing a corset, but not a really, really tight one. So just a little bit. That's the action we want. Take a breath in. Exhale into horse. Bend your knees. Sit back into it. Don't force it, though. You never want to force it. You can close your eyes or just look at one spot. Release an inhale to star. Exhale to warrior two, front toes forward, back foot in, parallel to the back of your mat. Gaze forward over your fingertips. This is a fierce, strong posture. Come into that energy, but find a little surrender if you can, too. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right hand back, just rest slightly. Make this more of a side bend, so pull right shoulder and maybe even right rib cage back a little. Reach up, but also back. Full breaths here. Inhale. Exhale through Chaturanga, high to mid plank, or maybe you just hold plank and go right to a down dog. You get to choose. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's flow. Inhale your breath. Exhale, let it all out. Look forward, either jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair, rise and reach up. Exhale, left leg floats back, airplane pose. Inhale to crescent lunge, step light, reach your arms up and lengthen. Exhale, airplane, just your arms. Inhale, star to the left, rise and reach. Exhale, horse, bend your knees, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, star, rise and lengthen. Exhale, warrior two, dive in. Inhale, reverse, reach up and back. Exhale through Chaturanga, high to mid plank. You're welcome to skip that and go right to down dog. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in here. Exhale, let it all out. Look forward, jump, or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, chair, rise and stretch. Exhale, right leg now floats back, airplane pose. Inhale to crescent lunge, step back, reach and lengthen. Exhale, airplane your arms. Inhale, star to the right, heels in, toes out. Exhale, horse, sit in. Inhale, back to star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse, reach up and back. Exhale, Chaturanga flow, high to mid plank. Take it slow or skip it all together. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Deep and full, in and out. We're gonna do that flow one more time. You can do it. Inhale, exhale it all. Look forward, jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward bend. Inhale, chair, bend your knees, reach up and lengthen. Exhale, airplane, left leg goes behind you. Inhale, crescent lunge, step back, reach for the sky. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, star to the left, rise up and reach. Exhale, horse. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, Chaturanga flow, high to mid-plank, bend the elbows slow. If you're flowing, inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. Give yourself a full breath. Exhale, let it out. Last time, look forward, jump or step to the top of your yoga mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward bend. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana, rise up. Exhale, right leg floats back, airplane, Dekasana. Inhale, crescent lunge, step back, reach for the sky. Exhale, airplane your arms. Inhale, star pose, turn and rise and lift. Exhale, horse, sit in. Inhale, star, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse, reach and lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga flow, high to mid-plank. No rush through if you're flowing. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath here. Exhale, look forward, walk or jump to frog pose, garland pose, malasana. Heels in a little, toes out. We're trying to lower our hips down. If you need to widen your feet a little to get this, go for it. Sit into your hips, lengthen through your chest. And if it's hard for you to be way down low, you can also come up here, just look up at the screen if you need a visual. You're welcome just to take a high squat. Crow pose, Bakasana. Bring your hands to the yoga mat. Lift your bottom up a little and then bring your knees onto your triceps, towards your armpits. Look forward, that's key. If we drop the head is heavy, it will take us down. Lean forward into your triceps until you feel the weight in your hands, and then pick up one foot. Maybe pick up the other foot as you fly into your Bakasana crow pose. There's many different ways to take this pose. Do the one you know, find your strength. Breathe where you are, keep playing. Release your feet down, standing forward fold, feet hip-width distance apart, gorilla pose. Bring your hands underneath you so that your toes come right up against your wrists. If that's not possible for you, just take your hands to your calves behind you. Melt your chest down towards your thighs and relax your head and your neck. If you want, you can kind of massage your palms a little bit with your toes. Release. Bend your knees, have a seat on your yoga mat. From here, sit on your bottom and take a seated spine twist. Bend your left knee underneath and then take your right foot and just bring it across your knee. Root your right sit bone, butt bone into the mat if you're able. If not, you can sit on a blanket or a towel. Reach your left arm high and lengthen. And then we'll twist. Left elbow comes to or towards the outside of your knee. Gaze over your right shoulder and just feel your breath flowing in and out as you twist. We're trying to twist away here any remaining final tension in our bodies. Release. We'll take the other side. Bend now your right knee on the bottom and take your left foot across. Left hand behind you like a kickstand. Right arm comes high. And then twist. Right elbow comes to or towards the outside of your knee. Try to sit really tall in your spine and avoid yanking your way in with your elbow on your knee. Relax shoulders if there's tension there. Last few moments, twist away any doubt. And release. Lie on your backs. Figure 4. Bend your knees in towards your body and then take your right ankle and bring it in front of your left knee. Right hand goes through the hole, grabs inner knee. Left hand grabs outer knee. And just squeeze in a little. You can also hold hamstring if you want. We're just releasing tension in our glutes. This is where you get the freedom. And the more power yoga you do, the more yoga you do, the more you'll find that balance between strength and flexibility. Release and switch. Left ankle in front of right knee. Pull your right knee in towards your body and just release tension, stress in your glutes. See if you can just melt a little and relax a little. This is where we find that balance. And release. Bring your knees together side by side. Shift your knees at the same time over to the right side of your mat and then look over your left shoulder. If you want, you can take your right hand and just place it on your knees. Your choice. Twist away any self-doubt, remembering that you're stronger and bigger than your struggles are. Come to center, other side. Shift both knees over to your left. And guide them there, and then look right as you reach your right arm to the right. Close your eyes if you want. And again, just come to your inner strength. And then return to your center. Shavasana. Extend your legs out in front of you. You can bring them as wide as you want. Arms by your sides, palms face up. So you're just in this position of being open to receive. Just lie here and receive. Peace. Lie here and let go. And give yourself the ease you deserve, the rest you deserve. You're all worthy of peace. I'm going to leave you here so that you can take as long of a Shavasana as you would like. And please don't get up too soon. And if you liked today's class, there are others. You can also go to yogadownload.com for longer and more intense versions. Thank you. Namaste.